one particular case, this is 15 years ago. This is the first time I ever saw signs of people relying on an inheritance in the future to the point where they can't not have it. And it was a chap who died with 2 daughters, left £3 million. It was a decent sized estate. One daughter had married and was financially very well off in her own right. She didn't work, but her husband was very wealthy. The other sister was married to an accountant, and he had managed to get himself bankrupt, so they were a little struggling. The daughter, the will, didn't provide for either of them. It all went to charity. So one daughter said, well, that's great. That's lovely, Dad. It's gone to a hospital, as it happens. The other daughter says, well, hang on a minute. I haven't got anything. I thought I was going to get something through. I knew she was okay, so I thought I was going to be getting it all. I got a letter of claim from a very large law firm in London. And I remember this 15 years ago, I was reading it, and it started off by saying, it was about 8 pages long, started off by saying, I anticipated, I expected, I relied on this money coming through, and I lived accordingly, basically, is what she was saying. So I did this, I did that, I did the other, and now I'm sure, and I've got this. And I was laughing through the first 4 pages. I got to page 5, and I'm thinking, oh my God. Page 6 and 7, I'm starting to see, if she's relied on that, and they've not sort of disavowed her of that kind of belief, does that create an obligation for them to make good on it? And actually, she brought a claim, but then she died of a brain hemorrhage. It never got to court.
Oh my God.
Savage end to the story. And that's the end of that.
And that was the end of that.
Well, there's a world as a claim.
Yeah. There's
Next.
yeah. So,
That was unexpected.
so one claim became 2, and so it kind of worked. So that's where it was. I have to say, but it was a first sign. I knew she'd have got home on it, is the truth. And that's what
You
went
think
out.
she would have won?
I think she'd have got that because it was so clear. And this is the conversation piece with parents, is that clearly there were undertones. Parents invariably will want to try and help support their kids. What I would say to any of your listeners and followers and subscribers is to say, look, if you are receiving those payments, have a dialogue with your parents, try and codify it, try and get something from them, our best witness, that will say what the terms of that advance are. If for no other reason, it means that you can produce that further down the line if it then falls into a dispute.
That was a clip from our full-length conversation with Martin Holdsworth, who specialises in inheritance disputes, and you can watch the full thing right here.